to the next point. We should ensure whatever we say is clear.
That means work is being done. We can see that it is in opposite direction.
Good day, learners. Welcome to yet another segment of our e-learning organized by Kaduna State Ministry of Education. I am Monday Bokwe. I'll be taking you through the subject, mathematics. And the topic for our discussion this moment is number system. And under number system, we'll be having a subtopic of converting order bases to base 10. Converting order bases to base 10. Now, to convert order bases to base 10, we are expected to recall the laws of indices and also algebraic processes. And students to also take note that if you have a raised to the power 0, the answer is 1. Because in the laws of indices, a number raised to the power 0 is equals to 1, except 0 itself. Then if you have a raised to the power 1, the result is a. That is a in one place. If you have a raised to the power 2, we are not saying a times 2, but rather a multiplying itself in 2 times. So we have a times a. If you have a raised to the power 3, students have found of multiplying a by 3 is not correct. So you have to take note in converting order bases to base 10. All these silly mistakes must be taken note. Otherwise, you will not arrive at the same answer. Now, a raised to the power 3 is a multiplying a in 3 places. So also a raised to the power 4 is a times a times a times a, not a times 4. So my learners, you must take note of that as we continue solving examples. Now, we are expected to convert each of the following to base 10. Convert each of the following to base 10. In our previous lesson, we were converting base 10 to order bases. But today, we will be converting order bases to base 10. A, we have 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 base 2. 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 base 2. We have to convert it to base 10. Question B, we have 1, 1, 2 base 3. We have 1, 1, 2 base 3. Convert it to base 10. And then C, 3, 2, 4, 1. Convert it to base 6. 3, 2, 4, 1 to base 6. Then D, 1, 2, 5, we have to convert it to base 10 because it is in base 8. And then E is 230 is in base 5. We have to convert it to base 10. F, 2, 3, 5, base 9. We have to convert it to base 10. And then G, we have 3T2E, base 12. We have to convert it to base 10. All right? Solution. A, we have 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, base 2. If we have to convert it to base 10, we use expanded method. The first digit is 1, so 1 times the base, which is 2, raised to the power 5. That 5 signifies the number of digits ahead of that 1, plus the next digit is 1, 1 times 2 raised to the power 4. Then plus 1 times 2 raised to the power 3, plus 0 times 2 raised to the power 2, plus 1 times 2 raised to the power 1. The last digit is 1 also, 1 times 2 raised to the power 0. Then I have mentioned that 2 raised to the power 5 is not 2 multiplying 5, but rather 2 multiplying itself in 5 places. And if you do that correct, you have 32. So we have 1 times 32 plus 2 raised to the power 4 is 16. So we'll be having 1 times 16. The next will be 2 raised to the power 3, which is 8. And it will be 1 times 8 plus 0 times 2 raised to the power 2 is 4 plus 1 times 2, because 2 raised to the power 1 is 2. The last is 1 times 2 raised to the power 0 is 1. So we'll be having 1 times 1. So as you simplify, you have 1 times 32 is 32. 1 times 16 will give you 16. 1 times 8 will give you 8. 0 times 4 is 0. 0 multiplying any number is 0. And 1 times 2 is 2. Finally, 1 times 1 is 1. So when you add up, you have 32 plus 16 plus 8 plus 2 plus 1. You'll be having 59 as the final answer. So 59 base 10. If you convert it to base 2, you will have 111011 base 2. You can make that confirmation if you wish. Just convert 59 base 10 to binary. You will have that result. It's a way you can check yourself. Then solution to number B, we have 112 base 3. 112 base 3. You must take note of the base, and you must take note of the digits involved. And then your multiplication table must be sound. We have the first digit is 1, so 1 times 3 raised to the power 2. Why is it raised to the power 2? After 1, there are only 2 digits. Plus, the next one is 1 times the base, which is 3, raised to the power 1. Finally, plus 2 times 3 raised to the power 0. Now, all you need to do is to expand by your multiplication process. 3 raised to the power 2 is 9. So we'll be having 1 times 9 plus 3 raised to the power 1 is 3 itself plus 2 times 3 raised to the power 0. This is where it's very sensitive. Many students will just write 0, or rather they will write 3. But 3 to the power 0 is 1. You must recall the laws of indices. Please, you should take note of that. So 2 times 1, because 3 to the power 0 is 1. Now simplifying, 1 times 9 will give you 9. 1 times 3, you get 3. 2 times 1, you get 2. Summing them up, you have 14 base 10. So if you convert 112 base 3 to base 10, you will have 14 base 10. You will have 14 base 10. Now, there is something I want to clarify. 112 base 10, base 3 cannot be written as, you cannot call it as 112. You call the digit 1 by 1. So it is 112 base 3, not 112 base 3. It is allowed to count the digits only in base 10. That is why we can comfortably say 14 base 10. Otherwise, we will say 14 if it were any other base. So if it is base 10, our natural counting numbers, 14 base 10 is acceptable. Question is 3241 base 6. 3241 base 6. We are to convert it to base 10. Now, following the expanded method, the first digit there is 3. So 3 multiplying the base, which is 6, raised to the power 3, because there are 3 digits after the number 3, plus 2 times 6 raised to the power 2. You continue to reduce 1 by 1 because the digits are reducing in that way. So 2 times 6 raised to the power 2, because after 2 you have 2 digits, plus 4, which is the next number, times the base, which is 6 raised to power 1, plus finally 1 times 6 raised to power 0. Now if you simplify, 6 raised to power 3 is 6 times 6 times 6 in 3 places. And if you do the multiplication very well, you will get the answer as 216. So we have 3 times 216 plus 2 times 36, because 6 raised to power 2 is 6 times 6, and it is 36, plus 4 times 6 raised to power 1 is 6, and then plus 1 times 1, because 6 raised to power 0 is 1. Now you further simplify by multiplying the terms. 3 times 216, the result will be 648, plus 2 times 36, you have 72, plus 4 times 6, you have 24, plus 1 times 1, the result is 1. So adding them up, we'll be having 745 base 10. 745 base 10. Therefore, 3241 base 6 is equivalent to 745 base 10. Then question D, we have 125 base 8. 125 base 8, we have to convert it to base 10. 125 base 8, convert to base 10. The first digit is 1, as you can see, so we have 1 times the base, which is 8. 1 times 8 raised to power 2, plus the next digit is 2, 2 multiplying the base, which is 8, raised to power 1, and then plus 5 times the base, which is 8, raised to power 0. Then if you simplify, what is 8 raised to power 2? 8 raised to power 2 is 8 times 8, and the result is 64. So you'll be having 1 times 64 plus 8 to power 1 is 8. So 2 times 8. Then plus 5 times 8 raised to power 0 is 1. So we are having 5 times 1. Multiplying them out, 1 times 64 is 64. 2 times 8 is 16. 5 times 1 is 5. So when you sum them, you'll be having 64 plus 16 plus 5, you get 85 base 10. 85 base 10. 1258 base 8 will give you 85 base 10. 125 in base 8 will be equivalent to 85 in base 10. Then the next question is E. We have to convert 230 base 5 to base 10. 230 base 5 to base 10. The first thing you have to know is what is the base and what are the digits given to you. It is in base 5. So the first digit is 2, so we multiply 2 by the base, which is 5, raised to power how many digits after 2? 2. So we have 2 times 5 raised to power 2, plus the next digit is 3. 3 times 5, which is the base, raised to power 1, plus 0 times 5 raised to power 0. 5 square by mathematical simplification is 5 times 5, and 5 times 5 will give you 25. So we'll be having 2 times 25 plus 5 raised to power 1 is 5 itself. So we have 3 times 5 plus 0 times 5 to power 0 is 1. 5 to power 0 is 1. So we'll be having 0 times 1. 2 times 25, the result will give us 50. Plus 3 times 5, the result will give us 15. And then 0 times 1 is 0. Unlike a number raised to power 0 is 1. So don't mix it up. 0 times 1 is 0. If it were 1 raised to the power 0, you will still have 1. Any number raised to the power 0 is 1. But 0 multiplying any number is 0. So we have 50 plus 15 plus 0. The result is 65 base 10. So 230 in base 5 is equals to 65 base 10. Then the next question, F, we have to convert 235 base 9 to base 10. 235 base 9 to base 10. We have the first digit 2 times the base, which is 9, raised to the power 2. As you are aware, there are 2 digits ahead, plus 3 times 9 raised to the power 1. We move to the next digit, which is 5. 5 times 9 raised to the power 0. 2 times 9 square is 81. 9 times 9 is 81. So don't be tempted to say 9 times 2 is 18. Many students are found of making that mistake, and you earn you reduction in marks. So you should take note, 9 square is 9 times 9, which is 81, plus 9 raised to the power 1 is 9, plus 5 times 1, because 9 to the power 0 is 1. Then simplifying further, 2 times 81 is 162, and then 3 times 9 is 27, plus 5 times 1, you will get 5. Then the final result, you add 162 plus 27 plus 5, we'll be having 194 base 10. 194 base 10. Therefore, the number 235 in base 9 is equivalent to 194 base 10. Now, the next question, which is G, converting 2134 base 7 to base 10. Following the same procedure, you have 2 multiplying 7 raised to the power 3, because there are 3 digits ahead of 2, plus 1 times 7, which is the base, raised to the power 2, plus 3 times 7 raised to the power 1, finally plus 4 times 7 raised to the power 0. Then if you simplify 7 raised to the power 3, it will be 7 times 7 times 7. And if you do that correct, the result will be 343. So we'll be having 2 times 343 plus 7 square is 49. So we'll be having 1 times 49 plus 3 times 7 raised to the power 1 is 7 plus 4 times 7 raised to the power 1 is 1, because 7 to the power 1 is 1. If you go ahead to say 4 times 7, you arrive at 28, which will not get correct answer. So you must remember, as I have mentioned in my introduction, that laws of indices are highly observed in number system. So if you multiply 2 times 343, you'll be having 686, plus 1 times 49, you'll be having 49, plus 3 times 7, the result is 21, and 4 times 1, of course, is 4. If you sum them up, the result will be 760. 760. It means 2134 in base 9 or base 7 converted to base 10 will be 760 base 10. 2134 base 7 converted to base 10, you have 760 base 10. And then the next question, which is the last question, of course, H, we have to convert 3T2E base 12. The question again, 3T, T alphabetically, 3T2E base 12. We have to convert it to base 10. And then what brought letters in numeration, what brought letters in number system is for the sake of convenience. Now, my dear student, you should take note that t in base 12 is 10. T in base 12 is 10. And then E in base 12 is 11. Now, we cannot slot in 10 there. It changed the value. We cannot slot in 11 there. It changed the value. So we use letters for convenience. So anywhere you see T, it is 10. Anywhere you see 11, it is E. That is in base 12. Therefore, 3T2E base 12 will be 3 times the base, which is 12, raised to the power 3, plus T, I told you, T is 10. So 10 times 12 raised to the power 2, plus 2 times 12 raised to the power 1. Finally, plus 11, which is E, times 12 raised to the power 0. If you multiply 12 in 3 places, you will have 1,728. So we'll be having 3 times 1728 plus 10 times 144, because 12 times 12 is 144, plus 2 times 12 raised to the power 1 is 12, plus 11 times 1, because 12 to the power 0 is 1. If we multiply 3 by 1,728, you'll be having 5,184, plus 10 by 144, you have 1,440, plus 2 times 12 is 24, and finally plus 11 times 1 is 11. If you add them up, the result will give you 6,659 base 10. So 3T2E in base 12 is equivalent to 6,659 base 10. My dear learners, before we conclude the lesson, I wish to give you an assignment so that you go and practice based on the examples given to you. You don't read mathematics, you practice. And practice will certainly make you perfect. So the assignment is as follows. Convert each of the following to base 10. Convert each of the following to base 10. A, 2130 base 4. 2130 base 4. B, 212 base 3. 212 base 3. C, 1011101 base 2. 1011101 base 2. And then D, 1026 base 7. 1026 base 7. E, 2E 3T base 12. 2E 3T base 12. E is 11, while your T is 10. I am Monday Bakwe. You can contact me through my phone number 080-2525-9755. Again, 080-2525-9755. Stay safe, keep learning, and God bless you.